Hello and welcome to another daily devotion. As this week we talk about the uniqueness of the Gospel of Luke. Why? Because that's what we're going to be preaching on for the next couple of months. It's what the lectionary is around, this Gospel of Luke. And if you read the Gospel of Luke, it's really unique because the key players and focus of the examples Jesus uses throughout the Gospel are people who are foreign born and not part of the tribes of Israel, women, disproportionately to the other Gospels, and also the poor. And so you have as examples Jesus picking people on the margins of society again and again and again. And I was reading the Gospel of Luke when I was just going into seminary. I thought, boy, why is Jesus always talking about the poor and the marginalized? It seems like it's a number one priority for him in Luke's Gospel particularly. And I didn't really get that. I thought, why is this so important to Jesus? So instead of just focusing on classes, I had gone to this homeless shelter, Durham Interfaith Hospitality Network in Durham, North Carolina. And I'm not a social worker by nature, but they were looking for people to help out. And I said, well, as part of my seminary experience, would you like to have a seminarian here, spiritual guide, dishwasher, car driver, and I'll do this while I'm going to classes, and you don't have to pay me anything. I just want to learn about life and poverty and trying to work in community with these churches who are trying to address homelessness. And I'll tell you, from having my car peed in to somebody nearly missing it with a TV thrown off a balcony, and picking people up under viaducts, and trying to hear the stories of the people who were struggling to make ends meet. I began to see the way humanity both ignores and sometimes sees as invisible those who are hurting around us. And the thing that really stands out to me that I think Luke captures well is, if you want to be a Christ follower, wherever you're doing this day, whatever has been going on in your life, in Luke's gospel, it is inescapable that how you treat everyone matters. And there is nobody who's a less than. I mean, society tells us there are people that are less than all the time. Commercials tell us that. There's a pecking order. Junior high teaches us that, right? Or who's the jocks? Who's the elite? Who's the popular kids, and who are the nerdy kids? Who are the kids you avoid with the cultural plague because the association with them might hurt your reputation? And Luke's gospel and Jesus front and center blows all that apart and says, no, in God's eyes, everyone's unique and one of a kind. And if you're going to see the world like Jesus sees the world, then you have to treat each other in that same fashion. There's no one left behind, despite any books written by LaHaye and Jenkins. There's no one who doesn't matter deeply. Some of them who are aware of their poverties, and then also those who think they have none. And Jesus isn't willing to give up on any of them. So today, whether it's somebody who's panhandling, asking, or holding a sign up by the side of the road, if you encountered folks like that, or it's somebody just struggling that you know and have known for a lifetime, maybe a coworker, maybe a friend, maybe instead of just seeing somebody as having a handout, stop for a moment and see a brother or sister in need as a child of God with a story, dreams and hopes and fears. You might help them more than just with a pocket of change by acknowledging that they are children of God who are brothers and sisters equal to us in every way. I think that's where Luke starts and ends in many ways. It's food for thought today as we think about how we live this life and this gospel message in our day-to-day lives.